Mark Sampson, who of course picked Katie Chapman as part of his themselves are only a point off the top. Is that a potent force for Chelsea? She got the winner in the semi-final against Manchester City, another one who appeared at the Summer World Cup finals. Is the Swedish international, Hedvig Lindahl. It's flicked on by G. Into Drew Spence. By Luco. When we were speaking to both managers beforehand, they were both aware of the importance of the first 10-15 minutes, because it isn't any cup final, it's the... Is she for Chelsea. Very much the creative hub of this Chelsea team at Notts County.
Yeah, you mentioned G. She will be amongst everything positive that happens with Chelsea. She finds little pockets of space and just very, very creative, very clever.
Emma Hayes calls her little magician.
Yeah, and rightly so. She won the PFA Player of the Year last year, and again, that was the right decision to volley it out. She was quite comfortable with it though.
See, Notts County have all bar one back to defend it. In from the South Korean. Luco. There's a shout for handball in there as well.
But no, it's constant instruction, which is sometimes what you need in an occasion like this.
She. Blundell with the cross. It's in towards G. Cut out by Turner. And Luco Fahy, the Republic of Ireland international, looking for G. Oh, a lovely skill from the South Korean. Full Bassett though.
This is just that little bit of skill from G, and this is what she can do. You can see she's just trying to flick it over Laura Bassett's head, but Laura Bassett is wise.
Away by Flaherty. Foul by Walton on G.
CG just came for me the wrong way. Gemma Davidson was just making a run on the left-hand side. If she could have found her, Sophie Walton had been drawn across.
Over Chapman. It's Fahy, the central defender, who came in behind.
And both teams are dangerous at set pieces. They've got players that can win the ball in the air. Didn't really do much with it. It was... should have header, should have kick it. Laura Bassett was there, quite comfortable. Got Arca run.
Time now for Gemma Davison to loft it in towards Luco and then towards G. That was up on the far side anyway. Line. Ready to move. When it was bright, he almost got something on it. And Luco. Germany as well. And the first cup final with the cross. June went flying in, held comfortably in the end by Carly Telford.
Yeah, I like to see Ania Luco because she's been playing predominantly here on the left, but when she goes down.
Poor touch from Scott. And she committed the foul on G.
I'd say I have been impressed with Desiree Scott though since she's come back from Canada.
Vice captain for Chelsea. G coming a little deeper to get on the ball. Luke. As the sunshine comes out at Wembley. And Luco once more. Up against Bassett. And round up. And then try to find G. And G again. And Chelsea leads. The South Korean with the first Wembley goal in a Women's FA Cup final. It is first blood Chelsea who lead 1-0.
Well, we spoke about Eni Aluko 5 minutes earlier. She has been causing all sorts of problems with her pace, with her dribbling ability. She's getting the ball and she's so positive. And again, it's Eni Aluko. You can see it was Millie Bright initially with the break. It was a good break, sees Eni Aluko out wide. And when she's got this much time and this much space to have a go at you, she's turning inside and out and then manages to get a head up. And it was a little bit fortuitous the way the ball landed at her feet, but, you know, doesn't miss from there, G. Outstanding player, doesn't miss from there. But defensively, you cannot give Eni Aluko that much time. It's counter-attack as well, and you can see that Notts County was scrambling to try and get back.
Joy for Emma Hayes and Chelsea. In front at Wembley. She's County response. The landmark for the South Korean in the English game.
You can say, is it a little bit of luck that it lands at your feet, or is it just that you're a clever, instinctive player?
She is the difference.
She is, with good play from, like I say, from Eni Aluko, setting that up. The touch was probably a little bit too out of her feet, but manages for it to still stay within distance for her to be able to just prod the ball home. Instinctive player.
Whatever happens, they can't take that away from her. She's had quite an impact in England.
She really has. Sometimes it takes a lot of time for players to...
South Korean international that she brought to the English game, the PFA Player of the Year, she, with that goal, instinctively, 8 minutes before the end of the first half. And a Chelsea good value for that.
I'll be too aware of their attacking threats, put Chelsea on the back foot now, try and get at them early on. You know, they're going to need an early goal to settle it back up even and then keep going at them.
Do you expect many personnel?
Pressurised well, they've worked hard. But it's that just quality when they're trying to create something going forward they need to improve on in this second half.
Here's the goal scorer, she.
In their defending third, you can see that they're trying their best to pressurise them and win the ball high up the pitch, and that's what they need to do. But then they need to break at pace with quality, which they didn't again do in the likes of Millie Bright in there. And obviously they've got Katie Chapman, Drew Spence. They've got a really strong midfield, and I think that...
Luca. Good challenge. Rafferty. Davison. Bright is in a forward position. If Aluko sees her, she went for goal. Penalty area once again as she delivers. Chapman tried to get her head to it. Clark tried to clear it. Then Bewitt. Good strength from Bright. And then also from... Here's she. Long way out. Oh, it was an awkward one. Pouncing right in front of Telford.
Good build-up play again from Chelsea. Nice passing move and just bounced just in front of her.
His goal still separates these two teams with the corner for Chelsea. Was an inviting one as well. It's come through to Fahy. Aluko's touch. And then over the bar from Gilly Flaherty. In swinging from Greenwood. Away by Flaherty. And the foul on G.
Good whipped ball in, but no real Notts County player attacking the ball.
Good block from Aluko. It's fallen to G. Notts County goal kick. Chelsea have the free kick opportunity first. Lifted in by Xi. Towards Chapman. Away by Scott. This is Spence. No problem with the power. Xi. Didn't find Davison on that occasion. And Wall, a third different club. Unless Notts County can find a goal from somewhere. And here comes Chelsea now. Off the bench for Chelsea shortly. Goes short to Spence. She trying to win another corner. Unsuccessful in her attempts to do so. And that will be her last touch in the cup final. But as it stands, she has the most telling touch. After 37 minutes, it is the goal that still separates the two.
She's another player that could have got player of the match. She was constantly finding those little pockets of space and making it difficult for defenders by pulling the defenders out, and somebody else was running in behind. Real intelligent player, and like you said, got the winning historic goal at Wembley. She'll be very, very happy.
It was her goal in the semi-final against Manchester City that got Chelsea here. And it looks as though it's her goal that will spark the celebrations. Former Arsenal player Laura Coombs on just to try and help see this out for Chelsea. Are about to witness the first piece of silverware for the Chelsea women. She waiting for her moment of celebration. Of the Women's FA Cup are Chelsea. And they have their first piece of major silverware. And in the first Wembley final, it will be Chelsea's name in history as the first to win it here.
From Doncaster Bells and gets her winning trophy for Chelsea.
And there's the match winner, the PFA Player of the Year, the semi-final winner, the South Korean international Xi, snatched from their grasp before they could celebrate, and they dealt with the disappointment, and they've...
Most importantly, first...
Pressure today, we got the goal. We thought we were going to push for another one in the second half, but we were disciplined and we got the win, and this is history in the making, and hopefully we're going to put...
18 FA Cup winners in the team before a ball was kicked, and Xi has continued to... It's her winning goal. Her name will be etched in history in this stadium now as well.
It's what dreams are made of, isn't it? Whether you're a little boy or a little girl, to play in an FA Cup final at Wembley and winning and score the winning goal. She must just be on cloud nine right now.
Big moment for Emma Hayes as well. She's seen all these celebrations as Arsenal's assistant previously. Now this is her team, her club, and the first Wembley winners of the Women's FA Cup are Chelsea, as they lift their first piece of major silverware, and they take another giant stride in their progression of their club in the women's game.
Unbelievable, and it's quite a nice touch that Claire Rafferty actually had hold.
Yes, centre-half Gilly Flaherty, but she is used to scoring more goals.
Yeah, it's quite a surprise that Gilly didn't actually finish this opportunity off. You know, she normally scores in and around the box and scores corners.
There's a lot of champagne going on there. Hair's wet. Gonna jump in the shower and wash that off now, but...
For that kind of game, then what game can you go up for?
What about for you, winning 9-1? How does it compare perhaps to your other gazillions elsewhere? Do you know what backing they now have?
Yeah, definitely. I think we had a disappointment, but I think we picked ourselves up. We've done well this season, and it just proves...
Would be where they are at this point in the season. Fair play to them. You know, they've had some great results coming off the back of the World Cup, but as I said, it's so close. I don't really think they'll be there at the end of the season, in my opinion. I think it's very, very close.